Evening. Yeah, here's another one of these crazy subjects, man. People get real freaked out about it for some reason, because it's like a double paradigm rocker. Because if one's true and the other's true, then that means a lot more potentially is so true that I don't know, man. I can't go there and think about it, but it's the are the aliens actually the fallen angels? You know, it seems like this is it's a pretty good possibility. I mean, this is a widespread topic right here. It's a lot more wide than people would like to think. It's like you got these people that say they talk to these beings, these light beings from space, the ascended masters, and this is this whole theosophist way of thinking, and then then the New Agers be talking about the Maitreya and stuff, this being of light. Uh, and basically, that the Bible says that Satan can masquerade as an angel of light, and it also says that the actual angels, God's angels, their countenance is that of lightning. So I mean, these people are different. You know what I'm saying? They look like men. Here's different things. Like Satan's also talked about he's being the serpent and the dragon, right? But then you got these, you got the Egyptians with the snakes on their forehead, and they got different hieroglyphs, snake men type things there. You got this dragon, the descendants of the dragon are the kings of the East, you know. Then you also got down in South America, the Mayans, their guy, what's the name, Quetzalcoatl or whatnot, and then Tupac Amaru. And these guys were like white guys with blue eyes. They could appear as like, perfect people, but then they could also appear as snakes, like like uh, like reptilianoid Draco types. Supposedly they could take on different forms. So these things are like shapeshifters. So even their children might be able to do the actual shape shifting. They might, like the giants. Maybe they weren't all giants. Like it even said some of them are just the men of renown or mighty men of old. So, and all these guys, these fallen angel watcher guys, were definitely shapeshifters. If you study the Greeks, they talk about they turn into rays of light and impregnate women, turn into different animals. And this jives perfectly with the biblical narrative as well. Even though in Genesis 6 it just says that the sons of God took from the wives of men who they would. You know what I'm saying? So I mean that's not a big. You gotta, see, when in the Bible it's like this. They don't have to get too descriptive about a topic. It's like we're all people, and we should know. Just from empirical experience in your own life, you don't have to, get to the nitty gritty, dirty of a situation to actually explain it. Sometimes it's just like we all know. No one actually needs to mention that. So, but these guys basically took wives, and then you got the legends of the Greeks and that, and I mean it's a worldwide phenomenon. You got over there all the different, pantheon in the Hindu, and this is intermingled with some of the Chinese, Asian stuff. I mean, in a lot of cases, some of them, I mean, they're they're uh, they're not just similar; they're actually related. And same thing though. Some of these things are related over here to the Western uh, understanding of the supernatural things, and they really all kind of start to overlap. And then you got the people over there in South America. Uh, I think I mean, yeah, there was the girl in the Bible who had the python spirit, which she would divine with. You know what I'm saying? She was a Greek. So, I mean, this was over there too, the serpent worship. which is, oh yeah. Then you got the medical sign. This is the two serpents with the wings. It's the serpent. Well, again, the Hades cult. I'm sure that's probably wrapped up. I think the witches actually first came from their Greek, so that's actually where all your crazy, weird, esoteric stuff. I mean, in a lot of cases goes back to there, but they probably just learned it from the stuff stolen from Egypt and Babylon, basically. But it's crazy. So the way you can really connect these dots here is like Aleister Crowley. This guy said that he contacted an angel, a being, an entity. And he drew a picture, and it was like basically a gray with the kind of a reptilian look. Kind of was green with scaly looking skin, but it had the gray shaped head. It almost looked like Piccolo from Dragon Ball Z, basically, without the little fucking antennas. So right there, then you got beings of light, shapeshifters. I seen this thing in the sky not too long ago, man. This orange ball of light, and I've been watching these videos on the internet. Spirals in the sky. Spirals are stargates. They draw these pictures in the Southwest. The Hopis, then the Mayan. These people really study it. Then you also have, I think it's called Gaelic, and that's over there from like Scotland and Ireland. They had the same symbol, and I think this goes back to Phoenicia. You know, uh, but it's all these fallen angels, which see, and nowadays we got. I mean, the aliens, man, they're out there for sure. And fallen angels and angels. That's just old superstitions from religions, right? But people are getting abducted. You got bases, man, hidden bases all over the place, and I mean, I've heard all kinds of people with their own. Everyone's got. You can just ask about anyone, and they got a story about some kind of UFO. Not everyone's got like an abduction or even a ghost sighting, because those are kind of supernatural, and they share some similarities, maybe to angel experiences and alien maybe experiences. But then I just watched this movie again, that Fourth Kind movie, and they were really making assumptions in the movie that the aliens are God, actually. What they're saying, but I don't think that's totally true. I think that's this is a clever deception that they're going to use to try to swing people to the new antichrist religion, basically, and get us to try to get down with this transhuman shit somehow. I think they're kind of behind it. I think that the aliens or the fallen angels are behind technology. In Enoch, it says the Watchers, what they did. At the time they taught man how to work things and do certain things and know things. It was all about knowledge. In the Garden of Eden, that's all about knowledge. Anytime you deal with these supernatural things, it's about knowledge. And they're even, ancient aliens, the things that they called gods, which we know now as our fallen angels. They would like you to think are just aliens, and not make the connections between that they could be the same thing. It's just terminology's changed over time. Understanding in general has just knowledge has increased in the end of time here. But if you start to take into consideration, that there's higher intelligence, which there surely is anyway, whether you uh, admit it to yourself, see it for yourself, or not, there's got to be some kind of superior intelligence at play behind the scenes here. It just has to be. It's just too. It's just. Uh, it just seems beyond human means that there's there's interference. Like someone's got a cheat code. It's just it's too too unexplainable just to try to dismiss off just yeah, smart people. They're getting fed insider information from the dark side. You know what I'm saying? Basically, so something to just think about. You know, you ain't gotta just believe me. I don't know. You can stay ignorant if you want to and stay in the dark about it. But I try to tell you,